Hello, and this is my project for my 10th grade world history teacher, Mr. Saunders, which my topic is the French Revolution. So let's go! This is the part where we go. Okay. So, the French. What do we know about? What do we know about their revolution? Well, I'm here to shed some light on that. And you're kidding me! I have recorded this several times, and the same person keeps walking down the halls. I am not going to stop this time. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. So, this is going to be interesting. Don't you think it's going to be interesting? You better hope so, or else Mecha Darth Vader will hunt you down.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So, continuing. The French. This is the storming of the Bastille. What sparked this act of aggression from the citizens? Well, let's start off with King Louis XVI. King Louis here did not really look as noble as this. In fact, he was a lot fatter. This is his chef who made him as fat as this. So, King Louis, who's really as fat as this, he tried doing his own finances to show leadership, since he was always thought of as an incompetent ruler. Well, turns out that he overtaxed bread, the lifeblood, the life food, more like, of his citizens. So, anarchy. Anarchy in the streets, everywhere. Imagine that the entire world just turned on itself, tearing itself apart. That's basically what he did. He turned the world against itself. Actually, he turned his own country against itself. Moving on. So, moving on, he had to hire his own finance advisor. Or so I read. Where did I put that guy? Oh, there he is. This is Jacques. Honestly, the name, I couldn't pronounce the last name, so yeah. Moving on. And also, he looks like the 10th Doctor, just ignore that. So, moving on. This guy, he was part of the finances. He controlled it all. He helped to return it to its natural state. But one day, something happened that caused King Louis to fire this guy. Now, this guy was the only thing that was keeping the third class in check. He was the one who was keeping them calm-ish, really. But when this guy's fired, the citizens lash out. Lash out. So, they lash out in aggression. They want a rebellion. They want freedom. They want equality. They want it all. They want to create a new government, most likely. That's exactly what happens later. But I'm not focusing on that. I am focusing on the storming of the Bastille. And I'm going to keep moving on, and if I go silent, that's probably because I'm around Legos. That happens from time to time. So, the storming of the Bastille. This happened all because of King Louis tried to do his own finances and fired this guy later. So, after King Louis fired that guy, they had nothing to lose. So, the anger that sparked same person walks down the halls every time. I cannot focus with that person. Same person. Moving on. This is the storming of the Bastille. Blood spilled. Ages. Not really ages, just more like a few hours of warfare. What happened really was, the people had guns. They took the guns from the armory, but they didn't have gunpowder. Same person again. I am sorry. Moving on. They did not have gunpowder, so they stormed this place, the one place they knew gunpowder would lie. And this is the warden. And this guy's supposed to be playing the general, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't have a general. And also, the French killed SpongeBob and Patrick. That's how cruel the French government was at the time. They would kill the lowest rated TV members. Yeah, that's how cruel they were. Actually, that's how cruel they will be. I probably shouldn't have done that. So, moving on. They had guns. They were fighting back. The French fought back with guns. They had gunpowder already, but these people, they overpowered them with their numbers. Their numbers took out the soldiers in their front lines. Well, they weren't really in the front lines. They just stormed in. All the citizens, they stormed up together. They got mad and stormed like this, most likely. And here are prisoners running out, and there's Catwoman. She probably stole something along the way, and now she's driving off. That was supposed to look more epic. Now, as I keep going, and also there's theme music down there with the mascot. Oh, and also Slenderman. He's always watching, without any eyes. Keep moving on. I'm weird, very weird.
Join me on the dark side.
Still moving on. Still moving on. These people all stormed at once toward the Bastille. The citizens all grouped up. I don't know exactly what happened. Like, was there like a meeting or something that decided all this? But I'm pretty sure it all happened at once when the king fired the guy. I couldn't figure any of that out. There wasn't a lot of information to work with. Now, all this looks all like chaos. Well, apparently the French angered them so much that the aliens came in, and along with apparently more aliens and mechs came along and started fighting, and they fought, and the French fought back with mechs. The citizens fought them alongside the aliens, and they fought back with mechs. This was a very weird time. Wait, what? What? Oh, the aliens didn't come in. Oh, the alien. Okay, apparently I was misinformed. Wikipedia, everybody. Yeah, don't use it. Okay, continuing. Here's what happened. Most likely, Ben Kenobi used his force powers to end all this and tear it all apart. Wait, what? Ben Kenobi wasn't there? Well, actually, here's actually an accurate casualty list, really. If each person counted as 1,000. Now moving on. Back here, this is when they got the gunpowder. They started tearing everything apart. And also, when they made it to the top of the Bastille, they tore these things down. These things came crumbling down. Basically, look at this guy. They had to use the strength of this guy to push it down. Actually, in comparison to, like I'm saying, it's in comparison to this guy. I didn't script this very well. And yes, I did write a script, but you probably can't tell because so much is happening in my head. It's hard to focus. So, Next thing you know, that was like this. In my mind, the Bastille represent fear. Everything they feared, which is why I actually put Darth Vader as one of the soldiers for them. Darth Vader was fighting with the Bastille, so I actually put him as something like that because the Sith represent fear. He represent fear. The Bastille represent fear. So why not just throw him there? I didn't really have a lot of resources to work with. Okay, so continuing. No, I keep on saying the same thing. So no, again, I'm saying the same things. So continuing, having to adjust my thoughts. Still having to adjust. Okay. I think we're calm. So, the Bastille, this is an important mark this is like, I believe, the spark of the revolution. Since this, like I was saying, this represented fear. This was like the citizens overcoming that fear. To overthrow a monarch. To create equality amongst them and the other classes. This represented a revolution. A French revolution. But we all know, but we all need to wonder, where did Lady Liberty come from? I honestly didn't take the time to look this up. I was too busy looking up stuff on the Bastille to look up Lady Liberty, but that's the one question we all need to focus on. Why did we get Lady Liberty? I'm still moving on.
The rebels must not escape.
That was an accurate representation of, most likely, the Warden. So, from what I can tell, these guys storm in with guns, fighting people, whacking the guns, like whacking the enemies with guns. Then, free a few people. These people use artillery against them. They overpower them with their numbers, and when they manage to get inside and use gunpowder for their guns, bang bang. So, there you have it. That was the storming of the Bastille. It's a shame there weren't any aliens. Or wizards. I wish I could have used some of that. There was supposed to be another joke in here with Iron Man, but I never saw a way to put him in. I made too many jokes, didn't I? I'm probably gonna get bad grade on this, but this is the first time I've filmed this in a while. So, I hope that you enjoyed this. I sure did. Hopefully, maybe. Just give me a good grade. Please. Give me some applause at least. Please. Well, I'm just gonna put on this hat for the first time. Just because. And goodbye. Goodbye.